All right. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to another broadcast of Project 365, where we aim to bring hope, encouragement, and inspiration to the entire world. Today, we have a wonderful, amazing guest that I can't believe that I've known her for quite some time. But we have a wonderful guest. And as you know, Saturdays is dedicated to the voice of the next generation. So, we aim to put youth on here, young adults on here, so they can have a platform to speak their voice and their truth. But before we get started, I just wanted to just recognize that today is 9/11. And I have something here that I want to read from Bishop Ralph Dennis that he posted yesterday. It says, as we mark the 20th anniversary of 9/11 today, let us remember those who died and pray for their families. Let us remember the military heroes who died in the decades following to keep us safe and pray for their families as well. So I just wanted to read a portion of that. Today is a very historic day for America. And if you just could be prayerful for those who have been affected by it, that would be so greatly appreciated by everyone, because it's been pretty tough for those who have been affected by 9/11, which is like everybody. So just keep those families and heroes in prayer. Now, today, let's bring on our guest, Miss Kailyn Farmer. How are you today?
Hi, I'm pretty great. How are you?
I'm doing pretty well on this beautiful Saturday. So I'm going to give you the platform. She's going to speak today on her journey, and I just can't wait to hear about it. You have the floor.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much for having me. And I just want to say hi to all the viewers today. Hi, my name is Kailyn Farmer. I'm a recent graduate this year. I'm class of 2021. I graduated high school this past spring. And I've come to I have notes, by the way. I've come to just tell about my experience of after high school plans and unexpected college journeys. So pretty basically, starting my junior year, I had a lot of plans on what I wanted to do in the future. So I had an outlook on life. I was really deeply involved in music, and I still am. Like, if you know anything about my parents and who they are and their families, you'll know that we're musically inclined, if you will. And we're all singers and musicians. So I'm always deeply rooted in music. I was a part of a lot of extracurriculars, dance club, drama club, dance class, drama class, show choir, concert choir, all the musicals, everything, pretty much you name it in performing arts. And I really knew that I wanted to do something in music, but I wasn't exactly sure. And I came to the conclusion that I wanted to pursue something in music education. I found that out through leading. I got a bunch of leadership opportunities through school and high school. Leading my upperclassmen, my underclassmen. I was given leading positions in all of my music courses. And unexpectedly, as we all know, the pandemic hit. And that was a really weird transition for us all to go through, specifically my class, class of 2021. I was a junior at the time, and we were, relieved a little bit because, we were working really hard to do things over the spring, and we got a little break, and we thought it would. Can you hear me now? Okay. Okay. Uh-oh, it's saying my internet. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what's going on. Can you hear me? Okay. Okay, that's good. Okay. Um, so as I was saying, the pandemic brought a lot of unforeseen circumstances, right? So being a junior in the quarantine period was really kind of difficult because you hear a lot about class of 2020, all the celebrities and just people just shouting out class of 2020, but you don't hear as much about class of 2021. I was class of 2021 and I was one of the students that was virtual the entire school year. And I didn't really get a normal senior year. I wasn't able to go to school. I learned better in person, so I wasn't able to get that interaction. So I was pretty, stressed, and my like emotional health, my mental health, it took a really tough hit that I didn't think it really could have before. So that was one of the things that made me think, well, maybe I don't want to go to college. Maybe I don't. Uh-oh. Okay. You can hear me now? Okay. I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on. Okay. Um, what was I saying?
You
Starting.
were saying that maybe you didn't want to go to college because of, yeah.
Maybe I didn't want to go to college. Maybe I didn't want to seek a further education because everything was happening at once and it just didn't seem like I wanted to do anything in education anymore. But somewhere along the line, I realized that I still had a really deep love for teaching and I still am pursuing music, playing music, and being the musician and the singer that I am. And I still wanted to teach. But there was a time period where everyone was applying to colleges, and getting accepted and, basically planning their life for the next 4 years. And I missed that opportunity. And if I'm going to be candid about it, financially, I wasn't quite ready for something like that. And I had no knowledge on like how college worked or what to do or how to go forth and apply and do stuff like that. So I really didn't know what to do. I just knew that I wanted to teach and I wanted to learn more about music, um, more so than the education that I've got about it so far. So instead of trying to do what everybody else was doing, I know that it was a little bit, I felt like it was frowned upon to do so, but I did apply to community college. And that's not a bad thing. I think that there's a stigma behind it that if you go to community college, it's not as worthy as when you go to a university. But I think it's admirable just as much if you still pursue that level of education just so. So I have applied to community college. My plans personally are to go to community college, to my local community college for a year, and then transfer my credits to a university either a year or two later. And those are my plans as of now. And I personally, I don't really think college is for everyone. You don't have to go to college. Why I want to go to college is because I know that I want to learn more and I want to teach and I want to be in that environment. And um, for everyone that has just graduated high school, or maybe you want to go back to school, or maybe you just graduated high school and you don't quite know what you want to do, I think it's never too late. And that's the message that I want to spread to everyone listening and watching. It's never too late to think, oh, okay, maybe I do want to do this. You're never too old. It's never too late to just make that decision for anyone. And I think really, if you really want to pursue that, then you really can. It's completely possible no matter where you are. And as I close on what I'm saying, I want to let everybody know that setbacks will be setbacks. If something slows down the process, that's okay to accept it. Take a little break now and then, but don't let it stop you in your tracks. And I really hope that it resonates with everyone, what I'm saying.
Awesome. Well, one, I just want to say it's very admirable, the path that you have chosen. And you said a couple of things that I'm going to touch on. The first thing is you are so right when it comes to the stigma of community college.
Right.
Um, like you said, college is not for everyone. And for my viewers out there, if you decide that college is not for you, I don't want you to feel like, your life is not going to be as good as someone else's, or, you're not going to make any money in life.
Absolutely.
Trust me, most of the millionaires out there did not go to
They
college.
did it.
Right. And it doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you, or, that you're weird. It's a lot of times you just learn differently than other people. And I don't know, like for me personally, I hate sitting in a classroom where I'm like,
Oh.
I have to look at someone talk like, wah, wah. Like my mind will go 1,000 places. Like I am not that learner where I can just sit, listen to you talk for an hour. And a lot of people are like that. But I will say my friends who have gone to college with me that went to a community college first,
Mhm.
10 times out of 10, they're always more focused
Right.
than someone who started college, regularly, like the 4 years. Um, they get better grades, they have higher GPAs, they always get scholarships. Okay. And they still can have the college experience. So we just have to break that stigma that community college is a bad thing, because it's not. And guess what? You're going to get those same fundamental classes you have to take your freshman year that they make everyone take before you start concentrating in your major. You have more time to decide what you want to do. I'm telling you guys all the pluses of going to
Oh,
community college.
bro.
I did not go to community college, but I'm telling you, if I did, I know it's pros and cons for my life.
Right.
But I'm telling you, all my friends that went to community college, they are doing so well right now. And I think it just kind of knocks out some of those distractions that you get going to college as a freshman, especially if you're one who's going to stay on campus. So let's just break that stigma of community college, because it's not a bad thing. And you do save a lot of money. Trust me. Let me tell you, all of you know this, and I'm sure Kailyn, you know this. College is
It's
expensive,
so
okay?
expensive.
Unnecessarily. That's just my opinion. Unnecessarily expensive. It doesn't have to be as expensive as it is, um, in my opinion. But I think that's a great thing, you know? So tell me, how did you like, what were the emotions that you had to go through when you realized that your plans had to change because of COVID? Like, you didn't get to do a regular like senior year like everyone else. And you had to change your plans a little bit of what you wanted to do after. So tell me, how did you feel about that?
Oh, it was so. See, when you're a junior in high school, you have this like vision of like senior year and we're like the kings of high school or whatever. And having that kind of taken away from you is uh-oh, what happened? Takira, can you hear me?
I can hear you, but you're frozen. But I
Oh,
can
you're
hear you just fine.
okay. I'm gonna keep going. Is that okay?
Okay, yeah.
Well, it was having that kind of taken away from you. It was kind of like, it was a bummer of lack of a better word. It was just a really big letdown. It was kind of sad because I really wanted to, own it like my senior year and like be in high school and you're like about to graduate and it's really exciting. But I spent the entire time at home and it was kind of, it was a bummer, but I got through it and I graduated.
Yes. that's that's something to be congratulated, because just how college is not for everyone, and sometimes learning is the type of learning that happens there is not for everyone. I know for a fact if I had to do my senior year at home, I don't know if I would get as much accomplished, because I need to be around people sometimes, to
Yes,
interact, and I
yes.
learn better that way. So that, I want to congratulate you for finishing.
Thank you.
That's something awesome, and that's, you had to embark on something that a lot of people have never had to do. in our lifetime, we haven't had anything like COVID happen where it was like a worldwide, pandemic, and learning changed, and you couldn't see your friends. So I just want to congratulate you on that accomplishment. That's a big accomplishment. Don't let anyone say it's regular, because it's not. Okay. And just to talk a little bit more about college, I do want to say, we're talking about the stigma of community college, but I do want to say, if college is for you, I just encourage you and all our viewers who choose to go to college to be a well-rounded student. Like, my college experience was so awesome. And that's because I got involved in things. I met other people, even if it took me out my comfort zone, because I was a freshman, I was kind of shy, like, I don't know. But, God will put the right people in your circles so that, you can develop into a well-rounded person. And I went to a HBCU, like, I would not change that for the world, like, at all. But because it was just such a great experience. But even if you don't go to a HBCU, just interacting with what the school has to offer you, I just want to encourage our viewers and you to do that, because whether it's community college or you're going to a university, all that money that you're paying, take advantage of all those amenities that they provide, whether it's, tutoring, games, social clubs. Take advantage of all that because you're paying for it. So that's that's one thing I really want to encourage. So let me talk about, you said, you come from a musical family.
Yes.
And I know that you do, because honey child, you got some talent and some gifts in that family. So what's going on with your singing career?
My singing career. I don't know if as much people knows this as much as I think they do, but I do produce my own music. I write my own songs and everything. Oh, yes, I do. I'm looking to release an EP soon. Hopefully, I'm like really working hard on music because, I really want my own space to record and do stuff. I live here with my parents and, sometimes it gets a little bit difficult, but I'm looking to release an EP sooner sometime.
Awesome. I am so glad you said that. I come from a musical family as well, and anyone who wants to express themselves artistically, whether it's through art or music, I am all here for it. So I cannot wait to support you for your EP. You're gonna have to come back on our broadcast to let all of us know, to support you. So what would be some advice that you would want to share with people of your generation?
People of my generation.
Mm-hmm.
The number one piece of advice that I would give to anyone my age is to stop caring about the outlook that other people have about you. I promise you, nobody cares as much as you do. So if you just stop caring about what other people are doing, then what your desires will become 10 times purer. What you're doing, you'll be more focused and you'll be more grounded because you're not worrying about who's looking at you and who's worrying about what people think about what you do. I'd also say it's okay to do things that you're comfortable with that may not seem that everybody else agrees with. Your comfortability is about your comfortability. It's on your time. It's about you. It's not about anybody else. So as long as you're comfortable, that's pretty much all that matters.
Let me tell you, since you have said that, I'm telling you that you are going to go so much farther than most people, because it takes a lot of people, a while to realize that. You have adults right now who are in their 40s, which is not a problem, but they have to realize that, hey, it's my life. I'm going to do what I want to do. And since you know that right now, I'm telling you, you're going to go further than someone who may be a little older and may not know that yet. That's such a great advice. Guys, listen to her. It does not matter what the next person is doing. We have said this before on Project 365. When you focus on yourself, you stay in your lane and do what's best for you, not what everyone else wants you to do, you're going to be so much happier. You're going to be so much, going to be more successful. You're going to be able to produce more and do what God wants you to do on this earth. And I'm just so happy you said that. So it's someone in your generation telling you this wonderful advice. Trust me, just try it. Just try it. Um, so you talked about your future plans a little bit. Let's kind of go back, just graze upon that a little more. So your future plans, tell us, you don't have to tell us your whole game plan because I don't believe in everyone spilling out, all their plans. You got to surprise them a little bit. But just tell us a little bit, maybe something you might be planning to focus on in the future.
I think I might have said this before. I want to pursue a career in musical education,
Mhm.
um, specifically college level. I don't know what it is. I really want to teach college level. I want to be a professor of music, and I want to, conduct orchestras and like choirs. That's pretty much like along the lines of what I want to do. And if I get the chance, I'm gonna try to like dip my toe in music performance, like stage plays and just maybe like concerts, hopefully, if Lord's willing, if I get there. Um,
Girl, don't dip your toe. Just jump in it. Just jump in it.
well, I want to perform. I want to perform musically. I'll just say that. I want to perform. There we go.
I think you'll be great at that. And I mean, our viewers, everyone may not know you personally, but me knowing you personally,
Right.
and literally watching you grow up to be the woman that you are today, I know if that is what you want to do, you're going to be great at it. And all I have to say is when you get to that level and you are fully submerging yourself in your passions, send me a text or email or something because I want to support you. Okay. Don't let you have like be singing out there at a show and don't tell me because I love to see good things. I love to see people's passions come to pass and manifest. So
Right.
I'm excited now. I'll be excited in the crowd next to your mom and your family. Like, you better go. I'm telling you, you can do that. That's amazing. And as far as teaching music on a college level, is there a particular style of music that you like the most?
Ooh, I don't know. I'm pretty, as my last music director would say, he says I'm eclectic.
Mhm.
I don't know if there's a specific genre that I like most, but I'm mostly like in the area of like, this is a really broad term, but jazz.
Okay.
Jazz. So in that field, really, hopefully I really get a chance to teach and write and, just direct and arrange music in that field.
Well, I'm just gonna say that, and I'm not gassing you up. I'm telling you, I'm speaking this because I know it's true. You say you're gonna try to get to a certain level or try to do something. I already know you're gonna do it because you're passionate about it, you're focused. And when you love to do something, I mean, you won't let anything or anyone stop you and be in your way. And our viewers, if you can just take that advice. If you are passionate about something, if you go to sleep and you wake up in the morning and you can't stop thinking about, music or composing or whatever it is, writing. I don't care how silly it may seem to other people. You have people like, oh, I wanna be a BMX bike rider. And someone may say, you want to ride bikes for a living, like that's stupid. No, it's not. Like,
Right.
do what you love, because let me tell you, people will try to tear you down until they're ready to jump on your bandwagon, like, oh, I knew she could do it. Oh,
It's
I
true.
told her, riding that bike wasn't gonna be silly. No, listen, you be the trendsetter of your life. And that's something that you are doing, Kailyn, and I love it. So I know if you want to compose, you're going to compose. And you're eclectic. I'm telling you, that's what will make you one a special and rare composer, not just sticking to one genre of music, but pulling from all genres of music to compose something that no one else can can think of. You see, I'm passionate about. I'm telling you, music is part of my life. I love it. And I just love the fact that when people are artistic, you can hear something in your mind or see something that no one else can see, and you can make it real. Like that, being a creative person is literally taking something that does not exist, like pulling it from the air and
Right.
boom, making it reality, which is why I love it, which is why I'm so excited that you are going to be composing music. It's not try to, you're going to be composing music, you're going to be singing in shows, you're going to be performing, whatever you want to do. I know you can do it. And lastly, I have one more question for you. And I usually ask this to everyone who comes on the show. If you had the opportunity, okay, to meet our dear president, what would you want to say to him, ask him, speak to him? What would you want to say?
Hmm. That's not something I really think about. Oh, wait a minute. Um, I think if I met him, I sorry, this is like a I
I
don't know
know
how
it's a
to
tough
really think
question.
about this question. Um, um, I might, uh, what would I say? I might ask to see our first dogs, the dogs in the White House. I don't know if that's not bad.
No,
I would
it's
like
okay.
I would like to pet them. I would like to meet them first.
Awesome. You know, I love that you're probably my first guest who hasn't said anything like so super serious. I love it.
Found I was worried because I was like, I don't know if I would want to say something, like profound and like serious. I would be like, can I pet your dogs, please?
I love it. I love it. And we just had a broadcast episode yesterday about dog lovers,
Yeah, I saw that.
so I think that's wonderful. If let me tell you, if I had to talk to him like right now today, like tomorrow it may change, but today I would say, hey, can you start getting things in motion with your people so you can forgive some of my student loans? But that's just that's just
Please.
a couple of them, whatever. But anyway, thank you so much for coming on our broadcast today. I thoroughly enjoyed talking with you. You're such an easy person to talk to, and you're such a beautiful young lady inside and out. And
Please.
I'm not gassing you up for real. Like I know you're gonna do well.
Thank you so much.
So before we go, I just want to thank our wonderful president and founder, Ms. Portia Wheatley, for letting us have this platform to have the voice of the next generation. She doesn't have to do this, but she feels like the voices of the next generation are important. So I just want to thank you so much for allowing us to have this time. And also the Trophy of Life. Project 365 is under the nonprofit organization of Trophy of Life, which Ms. Portia Wheatley is the president and founder of. Support us. We do a lot of great things for the community, for individuals. And I just want to thank her for letting us have this time. So until next time, we're here every day, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will see you tomorrow. But until then, enjoy your day. Have a great day.
Bye, guys.